Last night I laughed for the first time in years. Not because I was happy, but because I wasn't waiting for the next catastrophe. That kind of silence terrifies me more than any storm ever could. I was half asleep when my phone buzzed at 6 a.m. The second I saw Dad glowing on the screen, my stomach twisted. With him, it's never just a friendly check-in. It's always a favor, a demand, a trap disguised as concern. I let it ring once, twice, and against my better judgment, I picked up. His voice came through quieter than usual, almost gentle. "Can you come to Seattle for the holidays? The whole family will be together. It would mean a lot to me." And just like that, I was hooked. I don't know if it was guilt, or habit, or just the tiniest part of me that still wanted to believe my dad could mean it. I said yes. I booked a 6-hour flight out of Miami, rearranged work, spent way too much money on tickets, a rental car, and gifts for kids who barely knew me as more than a wallet. He'd said not to bother with any of that, but I can't help it. I always over-prepare. I always make sure things are taken care of. Maybe it's not who I am. Maybe it's who they trained me to be, the fixer. The responsible one. The moment I stepped out of SeaTac, that heavy, wet snow smacked me in the face like a punishment. The kind that clings to your coat and seeps into your shoes instantly. My Uber ride through my old neighborhood felt longer than the flight itself. The streets hadn't changed, the house hadn't changed, but my feelings had. That house wasn't home. It was just a building I had kept standing with every bill, every wire transfer, every sleepless night worrying how they'd make it without me. Walking up those steps, I told myself maybe, just maybe, I'd get a smile. A hug. A simple, "Thanks for coming." Something. But no. Dad swung open the door, gave me a flat look, and without a single hello said, "You're babysitting your sister's kids. We're going on a family trip." I froze. Did I hear that right? No welcome, no warmth, just an order. Then my sister breezed in from the hallway, duffel bag in hand, grinning like this was the best day of her life. Her kids were already bundled up, stomping slush across the entryway like little storm clouds. She bent down, ruffled their hair, and with a laugh said, "Don't wipe your snot on him, kids." The whole room erupted. My sister laughing, my mom chuckling from the kitchen, my dad smirking like this was some sitcom gag. And that's when something in me snapped, but not in the loud, dramatic way they probably expected. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just started talking. I listed it all. Every electricity bill, every mortgage payment, every time I saved my sister from drowning in debt. How many times I'd lied to my own landlord just to funnel money their way. Every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every humiliating moment of choosing their needs over mine. And then I dropped the one truth I'd been keeping close to my chest for months. The one thing that flipped their little family trip scheme on its head. My sister's smile vanished. She screamed so loud it rattled the window panes. My dad went red, so furious he actually knocked over the coat rack. And my mom was begging. Hands raised, pleading words spilling out like they could erase years of manipulation in a single breath. But me? I was calm. For once, I was in control. They thought they had dragged me across the country to play babysitter while they went off on vacation. What they didn't realize, what they couldn't realize, was that Seattle was exactly where I needed to be to tear their whole plan apart. And that was only the beginning. The thing about people like my family is, they never think you'll actually stand your ground. They assume you'll bend, like always.